is going on, my homies? We just got to Florida, and I heard through the grapevine there's a new tackle shop in town. So you know what that means. We gotta do a tackle shop walkthrough. It's Bass Addict Tackle, and there's a new twist to it. I'm about to show you what's so cool about it. Hit that like and subscribe button. Let's go check out what they got.
For some reason, Rage, they have not much salt in them, so they stand straight up when you need burrito. It's crazy.
Sneaky tips from Adam.
Yeah. Stealing my secrets. Here you go, boss.
All right, here we go. Taste test, bro. Oh, that's good. Now we can go and roam around and look at all this tackle. But first, we're gonna talk to Adam. Adam, tell me a little bit. Tell me like the mission statement. Tell me a little about like yourself and like where the store came from.
Well, pretty much we started this place in Arizona, and we did really well. I sold my other business, and pretty much I was gonna open a tackle shop because I love doing tournaments, just like a lot of you guys do. And I was like, you know what, that'd be fun. But the wife's like, well, you're going to be doing coffee too in there before I go to work. I said, all right, so I had to take classes, learn how to become a...
He's a barista, bro. He's a barista, a professional barista.
Yeah, so I took classes. Thank goodness she did, because guess what? It pays the bills. Definitely not the tackle. The tackle's more for luring people in here to buy some coffee and our great famous burritos.
Well, it's a passion project too, because you're a tournament angler. You love that side of things.
So I get to conversate with all different kind of people, from tournament level to barely beginning into fishing. And me as a tournament guy, I love fishing so much. I like to show people how to set rigs up and go out there and be successful. That's my main goal, is to make sure they're catching fish, because I know how much fun it is for me. I know Mikey Balls probably feels the same way when he's out there and
Hell
catches
yeah,
that.
dude. Look at this fish, bro. Look at this fish. Is that not donkey tronolopopus? Bro.
We decided to open this place up here in Florida because our kids got older. They moved to Florida, 2 of them. So we were like, well, let's go down there, and we tried it out. Came to Florida, looked for a spot. We found Lake Placid. I don't know how many lakes are around us, but I was like, man, that'd be the perfect place to put a coffee and tackle shop. And we're thankful everybody here in the local has been supporting us pretty well.
This is really good. All right, next question, and then I'm going to roam around and terrorize your shelves. So what is, if somebody were to come in and they're like, I want, and I guess we'll do 2, because you got cold drinks, hot drinks, whatever. So I want the best hot drink you have, or the best cold drink, because it's hot as balls out, because it's Florida. You know, what would you tell them to get?
Dude, if you guys are coming for a cold drink, and you guys, I'm sure coffee drinkers have heard of cold brew, well, that's how we make our cold brew right here. It looks like a Steeler making your own liquor.
That looks like the ATF should come in here, dude. That thing is crazy looking, dude. Like,
and that is probably the smoothest drink you'll have for coffee. But if you're coming in here for a hot drink, white mocha is my favorite. It is awesome because we don't use concentrated syrup. We use an actual white chocolate powder. And
so it's real. It's like real cocoa,
yep,
the
real
whole deal.
Everything, if you want to get that.
And this is coming from a barista, so
yes,
he knows.
And fishermen.
And fishermen.
And we always carry something for the holiday drinks, like right now it's February. What are we doing right there? Cupid.
Love potion. Does it work, bro? You gotta get some for
It works on the ladies.
Whoa. There's some really douchey guy on TV in here too. I don't know why they got that on. All right, let's take a look at what they got for selection. You know, you get your line section. These are actually super sweet. These are the DD22. These are motor brackets. I actually need to get one because I bent up my motor mate, dude. Bunch of frogs. Obviously, the Gambler Poppin' Frog is practically gone because they're super hard to get. They have a ton of plastics because Florida is the king of plastics. Adam said he's got a great relationship with Gary Yamamoto, so they have a huge selection of that, from the stick baits, let's see, to the creature baits, to the Senkos for your chatter baits, swimming worms. There's a ton of it. You got big bite baits, power baits, Berkley Max Net. This stuff is actually killer. If you guys like Nico rigging and drop shotting, it really does make a difference with that scent stuff when you're doing some of your slower presentations. And of course, an epically epic gambler section. We're in Florida. Gambler is just, it's a standard, it's a prerequisite for any tackle shop in Florida. Adam was telling me too, so a lot of you guys, especially up by me, are big into A-rigs. Adam and his buddy make these what are they, amped up tackle, but basically they're custom made A-rigs, and the whole trick to them is there's no weight on them, there's no resin or anything. It's extra strong wire, extra strong little clips on there, but you can basically run, we got a lot of grass in Florida, you can run a weightless, put little screw lock, kind of like owner screw lock hooks on there, put some Easies on there, or Kytex, and you can basically run almost a weightless A-rig that works really well over the grass, over the pepper grass, eel grass, and things like that. These guys, this is actually what plays down here during the summer. Deep diving crankbaits, and interestingly enough, every shop I've been down here in like this area does not carry a good selection of these. The DT16 Green Gizzard Shad, absolute killer. Obviously got to have 6XDs. You guys have seen how many fish I've cranked up or long line down here on those guys. And then the Berkley Dredger, which is becoming one of my new favorites, especially in Alabama actually, the 17.5 and the 20.5. It's basically a downsized crankbait, but even with the smaller body size, it still gets super deep. It dives down pretty quick, but it has a much more subtle wobble. Still enough report to pick it up on the crankbait rod, but a great wobble, and they haven't seen it very much down here. A lot of guys will throw 6XDs, but that Dredger is kind of a sneaky pull. A bunch of traps, another standard for Florida. A red-eye shad is really tough to beat down here, especially when they get offshore chasing shad and that. You got your Bill Lewis rattle traps, just a good kind of broad selection. I actually have not seen one of these in person. That's the scope stick. I think one of the guys who fished the Open actually caught quite a few of his fish on that scope stick. It's basically a jerkbait that's sort of like optimized for fishing on forward-facing sonar from Bill Lewis, standard brand. $13.29. It's actually a good price point too. But really good for fishing on forward-facing sonar, and that's like the 4-6 version, so it works well in Florida over the grass, around the grass. Ooh, the cull shad. This is a trend that I've been seeing a lot more in Florida. There's a lot more guys throwing big baits. Up by me in like Guntersville, Alabama, basically in like the standard southeast, not like Florida southeast. There's a lot more guys throwing big baits, and I think it's a little more normalized up there. But Florida has been a very slow adopter of the big bait thing. There's been some really cool guys. I got a buddy on Headwaters who's an absolute hammer with big swim baits, but it's been slow to kind of adopt. And I think some of these bigger baits coming out from companies like Berkley, 6 Sense, and those kinds of things are going to make it a little more accessible for guys and a little more normalized. So you're going to see a lot more guys in Florida throwing some of those big baits, because the reality is, like, the guides will throw wild shiners that are 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, even like 12 inches, like giant freaking wild shiners to catch some of these magnum bass. So there's no reason why they wouldn't eat those big baits. I like this section. So this is the topwater section, and it's about to pop here in Florida. Don't tell anybody about this, LOL, right? This is one of my favorites, dude. The Berkley Spin Rocket. I actually thought a couple years ago they were going to stop making it because you could not find them anywhere. It's much like a devil's horse, but the difference is it almost has like a plastic buzzbait-ish kind of blade on it. It allows you to fish in the wind a lot better. The little devil's horse, if there's like some good chop on the water, is very hard to fish. It's light, it doesn't cast, the blades don't work very well, they don't displace enough water. This is the best go-between. It gets some giant bites, and it has enough water displacement to actually fish in some of that heavier chop, dude. I absolutely love this thing, and you can reel it. You don't got to fish it just like a devil's horse. But we got Savage Gear frogs, the Power Pop, Berkley poppers. Of course, you got to have a Chopo, dude. Like, this is an absolute killer down here in Florida. Got a pretty good topwater selection. All right, we've been granted access to a back room, so we're gonna bust on it here. Oh yeah, so they have live bait back here. They have minnows. You can kind of see them down in there. Crappie fishing, like I mentioned, is really big around here, so they have a bunch of minnows, and then they also have, I don't think they have very many, but they have, domestic shiners. They're actually all out. Live bait's been a really big thing. Domestic shiners you can use for bass. If you're going peacock fishing, there's some peacock fishing opportunities. You can use them for those, but basically anything eats them. Mudfish, gar, you can pull on anything. And then the minnows, crappie fishing. Crappie fishing's been so big around here. I don't know if it's because of forward-facing sonar, but the crappie fishing is good. Whether you go to Okeechobee or fish a lot of these small lakes around here, there's some bigs and they're good eating, especially this early time of year when it's still pretty cool out. So we're gonna chill out. They got like a whole like rest area in here too. They got couches, which I'm sitting on. They got a couple tables laying around. They even got me on TV. I think they're being extra nice to me and putting me on TV like I actually know what I'm doing, which I can promise you I don't. But it's kind of a nice little place to chill out, dude. You can relax, hang out, look at some tackle, drink some Joe, grab a burrito and that. And you should go fishing after this, but I might kind of get stuck on the couch and just kind of hang out for a bit. But it's a cool place, dude. Adam's a super chill dude. It's fun to hang out. So if you guys are in Lake Placid or Highlands County area and you want to come hang out, grab a cup of Joe, grab some baits, talk to Adam, see what's going on with the fish, this is the place to do it. So we're gonna wrap this thing up because my ass wants to go fishing. But Adam, real quick, so you owned a bait shop before this. This isn't your first jaunt in all this. And you do some, from what I understand, some guiding and stuff, if guys are interested.
Yep. We do a little bit of guiding here. If you want to do Placid or June, I'll take you out there. We do 6-hour tours. Also, the biggest thing about our shop is it's a family-owned business. When you come in here and get the full experience, we're always going to be here. And if you're new to the area and want to go take out, learn how to fish or anything, I'm good on graphs, show you how to read the structure, pretty much what to look for out there, anything like that. So there's a lot that the shop could offer. And plus, it's just me and my wife running right now. We will be having a couple employees working for us, but you can always get a hold of us.
Yeah, you should have heard what his wife was telling me, like about him, which family. I'm just busting your balls. No, dude, they've been super nice. I will definitely be back here because I want to grab a breakfast burrito and a cup of coffee before I go fishing. And it's in my area. I love fishing around here in Highlands County. There's so much to offer. You know, speck fish. I'm sorry, we call them speck. For you guys up north, those are crappie. There's brim fishing. There's, as you've seen on the videos, some great big giant donkeytron bass. And it's just a nice place. It's chill. It's kind of one of the last bastions of like a halfway chill Central Florida area. So I enjoyed it. If you guys want to check this out, they also have an online presence. They can find you at
www.bassaddicttackle.com.
And you're on Facebook,
Instagram, all that good stuff. Just look us up. You'll find us under Bass Addict Tackle. That's our website, our logo, everything like that.
So one of the nicest parts too is I called up here to ask Adam if I could kind of do a walkthrough. Dude, it's his cell phone on there. So I shot him a text. It was like, so they're like totally get a hold of them, talk to them. They always want to talk fishing. They're super good people. They're really nice. So we need to go fishing to come check out Bass Addict Tackle and coffee shop. That's the best part, dude. But we're going to get out of here, go fishing. Thank you, Adam.
Hey, thank you.
We'll probably see you on the lake. We're back in here.
Yes.
Spending way too much money.